The scent of jasmine lingered in the air, a haunting reminder of our wedding day a decade ago. 10 years. 10 years spent building a life together within these walls, a life I thought was as solid as the foundation beneath us. Tonight, the living room was aglow with the warm light of the lamp. Amanda, my wife, moved like a ghost in its soft radiance. She was dancing, her eyes closed, a faint smile playing on her lips as our wedding song played, a melody that once bound us in love. It should have been a perfect moment, a symphony of memories. But as the violin swelled, a wave of melancholy crashed over me. I had found it earlier that afternoon, a text buried between mundane grocery lists and reminders. A message not meant for my eyes. A name I didn't recognize. Words I couldn't unsee. Can't wait to see you tonight, beautiful. Thinking about you all day. The image of her hands, once intertwined with mine, now sending words of love to someone else, felt like a jagged shard lodged in my heart. I had spent hours staring at that text, its betrayal a cold weight in my gut. And now, here she was, eyes closed, swaying to the music that was supposed to be ours. But that melody tasted like ashes in my mouth. From the doorway, I watched her, silent. The envelope in my hand felt like a ticking time bomb. She spun, her dress swirling around her legs, a ghost of the girl I had married. But it wasn't the dress that made her glow tonight. It was the knowledge of his embrace, the thrill of stolen moments. The song ended. The silence that followed was thick, suffocating. I stepped forward, crossing the room without a word. The envelope, heavy with finality, was placed on the coffee table. She stopped mid-movement, her eyes opening, a flicker of confusion in their green depths. "What's that?" she asked, her voice still soft and breathy, the euphoria of her dance clinging to her. My gaze was unwavering, my voice cold and unfamiliar, even to me. "It's your freedom." Her brow furrowed. "My freedom? What are you talking about?" "Divorce papers, Amanda." The words fell like stones, shattering the fragile peace. Her face paled, the breath leaving her in a soft gasp. "What are you saying?" she whispered, her pupils dilating with shock. I didn't flinch. "Don't play dumb with me," I said, my voice hardening. "I know about the texts, the meetings, the lies. Every single one of them. The dam broke. Anguish and anger poured out. I saw them. I read them. I didn't want to believe it, Amanda. But here we are. You cheated on me. You broke the vows you swore, to me, to God. It was all a lie." She tried to speak, her lips trembling, but no words came. The words caught in her throat as her eyes flickered toward the envelope and then back at me, a storm of panic and shame washing over her face. I, she stammered. "Don't bother lying," I interrupted, my voice rising. "I can't stand another lie." I took a step closer. "Do you have any idea how much I loved you? How much I would have done for you? I would have taken a bullet for you, Amanda. And you destroyed me. You tore my heart out and crushed it." Tears welled in her eyes, but I didn't care. My compassion for her had died long ago. She backed away, gripping the back of the sofa as if it could anchor her in the chaos she created. "I didn't mean to hurt you," she whispered. "It just happened. He makes me feel alive." "Alive?" I echoed, a bitter laugh escaping my lips. "So, what does that make me, Amanda? Dead? A relic of your dull, old life." My voice was cold, sharp. All those promises, all those declarations of love, were they for him, too? Or was it just me you were lying to? "You don't understand," she said, her voice trembling. "I still love you. It's just—" "Oh, I understand perfectly," I cut her off, my tone dripping with disdain. "You love the idea of me, the security I gave you, but you never really loved me. Not the man I am. I was good enough to build a life with, but not good enough to stay faithful to. Was I?" Her composure shattered. She sank onto the sofa, sobbing uncontrollably. But I felt nothing, no pity, no remorse. Only a cold, detached calm. I've already spoken to a lawyer, I said, pulling a document from the envelope. This is the agreement. I'm keeping everything, the house, the car, all of it. You'll be left with nothing. Do you understand? Her tear-streaked face lifted, a flicker of defiance in her eyes. You can't do that, she murmured. I placed the document on the coffee table, aligning it neatly atop the divorce papers. I already did, I replied, my tone as sharp as a blade. Your lawyer's name is on there, too. The best in the city. You'll be hearing from them soon. She stared at the papers, her eyes scanning the harsh legal terms. I could see the realization sinking in, draining the color from her face. I'm leaving now, I said, grabbing my keys. I'll send someone to collect the rest of my things. As I walked to the door, I paused, turning back one last time. Enjoy your new life, Amanda. Enjoy feeling alive. I closed the door firmly behind me, the click of the lock a final end to the life we once shared. I didn't look back, I didn't need to. As I walked to my car, I knew her carefully constructed world was collapsing piece by piece. And for the first time in a long time, I felt a flicker of peace. Driving away, the ghost of the woman I once loved faded into the night, leaving nothing but an empty void where she used to be. The road ahead wouldn't be easy, but I knew I would survive. Stronger, wiser, and free.